that, but what's the need you're satisfying?
You're learning.
Yeah, there's something in the learning, right? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So on this side, it's to understand the true causality, or some variant of that.
Fail fast and learn as you go.
True causality. Okay. Now we're in the paradigm shift game, yeah. So which side of this cloud do we have to be on? I think that's you get the option. And I'm gonna propose to you that the 5% that have no problem selling it have cut this arrow, and the 95% who are having trouble are constantly educating on this, right? And they completely sacrifice this. When you know before you go and you don't have an injection here, you are focusing the customer on the possibility of failure and the probable negative side effects. Here are some assumptions. Okay? We're assuming that some amount of talk will result in the true understanding of causality. There is no way that that assumption is valid. You have to embrace the idea that someone who has never done it can never reliably predict the effect. They will have negative side effects, negative branches that are just not real. They will fantasize side effects that can't happen. They will downplay the positive branches and overplay the negative branches, and the value proposition shifts sharply. So it takes a long time to get them on board. And so what do you see the 95% doing? Increasing and increasing and increasing the efficacy of the education. In a desperate effort to get people to understand, oh my God, could you please just understand that this is all gonna work? How many ways can I explain it until you get it? On this side, you have people going, you know what? It's far too difficult to explain. Let's just do this for 3 days and see what happens. And the customer goes, oh my God, it works. We should do more of that. Why does it work? Can I have some education now? So do you go before you know, or do you know before you go? I mean, if you think about it, if you approach the community at large and say, what do you got for me here? Like, somebody give me project plans, somebody give me content, give me processes for causing go before you know, you get a blank stare. But if you ask the community for processes about how to educate your clients, man, there's thousands. There's videos, there's books, there's everything. This has utterly swamped the TOC psyche. If only we could just explain it better. No, just do it right in front of their faces. Tool use sells tickets. Once I get layer one really thrashed, sorry, because there's some debate now about what the layers are. I like the 5 layers of resistance. Alright, CRT, FRT, MBRs, obstacle, everybody else. I just work with that. The reason I work with that is the language changes markedly between those layers. The subtleties, you don't get the language shifts, they're hard to pick. So I like the 5 layers because I can pick the language. Once we've pounded layer 1 in, and they are, I mean, I said it yesterday, right? They made that remark about, like, I'm getting depressed now, and we happened to be like 2 floors up, and I said, yeah, the window's locked, and there was this nervous laughter in the room, and I thought, we're there. You know you're done with layer 1 when they start looking lovingly at the 2nd floor window, like they might dive out it. Okay, good, we're done now. We can move on to the solution. In the solution discussion, as we're flicking through layer 2, I'm listening for that's impossible. Oh, I'm humming. I'm taking notes. You tell me what you know you can't do. And they'll have a long list of things you can't do. You can't solve that because this is impossible, this is impossible, this is impossible. They'll have them, but you gotta listen for them. As soon as I hear these you can't do that, I start writing a list. And I'm waiting for one that's just a gimme in the TOC space. Like there's no question I can smash that out of the park. Ideally, sub 24 hours. Then I play the game of you want to bet. So, like, for example, the guy said to me in a garment making operation, it takes, 2 weeks to get 5 garments from the knitting machine to packaged in the warehouse. Like, that's just how long it takes. I said, have you tried doing it in a day? Can't do that. One bit. Sure, he said. You'll see then. Alright, so we'll go into the knitting machine, we'll get a piece of red wool, we'll tie the red wool around the job traveller. We'll walk through the factory and say to each supervisor, if you see the red wool, finish what you're doing and do the red one next. That's a fair test? Yep, that's a fair test. Alrighty then, let's go to lunch. Oh, sorry, we went all the way through the factory and done the warehouse. I said to the warehouse manager, when you see the red tag bundle of garments arrive, bag it, put it on the shelf, call us. He said, well, when's this gonna happen? And the manager says, oh, it'll be a few days, I expect. And I went, about an hour and a half. Just here in a minute. We went to lunch, the phone rings. Red tag bundles in the warehouse. You wanted to know. And this was on speakerphone, and it was, I wish I filmed it, because it's so funny. So the manufacturing guy says, yeah, when you get the red tag bundle, I want you to call me. He goes, I understand, you want me to call you? You wanted me to call you when I get the red tag bundle? Yes, please. I'm calling you. Right, when you get the red tag bundle, call me. And then there's this pause, right? And the warehouse guy's going, yeah, red tag bundle, like it's a bundle of garments with red wool on it, right?
It's here.
It's here. Yeah, when it arrives, call me. And the owner of the company is going, oh my God, this is gold. He's looking at me and he's going, you bastard. he's just like, he's laughing like this. And and then it dawns on him what the guy's saying. And then he swore rather loudly, and lunch ended sharply, and we went down to the warehouse, and there they were, packaged on the shelf.
So it was about an hour, something, I mean, it's just
About 90 minutes. 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
We hadn't finished lunch. Now, of course, at this point, the owner says, what does that teach us? Well, I think I know. Can you tell me what that means? I said, what that means is, the real lead time through your operation, we can set it at 6 hours and you'd be reliable for any order at all. Custom garment, don't care. He just went, man, like, that's the end of this conversation. Just give me a proposal, we're in. Now, every time anyone in his company argued with me during the install, he just said, remember the red tag, just shut up and do what he said. That's right. So, no education at all. No workshops, no nothing. Got the whole thing in like 4 days. DBR. Lead time crashed. I mean, if you know much about sort of boutique garment making, these guys place 3 and 4 month indent orders into shops. And of course the shops immediately sell out of everything that's trendy and don't sell anything that isn't, right? So they cut their indent orders in half and guarantee this, if you order on Monday, you'll have it by Friday for the weekend. It's a massacre. No other supplier can do it. And that guy Phil, he figured that out real quick. Right? It's the difference between, the founder and the manufacturing manager. Was the founder saw the dollar signs going ching, 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 ching in his eyes, and he was like, oh, we are doing this. And there will be no negotiation. There'll be no, we're going to spend 2 days discussing it. Nope. Whatever just happened there, I want that. No, I'll look for 4 or 5 of those.